Ethan adjusted his backpack as he walked up the familiar driveway of his best friend's house. The porch light flickered in the late afternoon sun, and, before he could even knock, the door swung open. "Dude, you're late," his friend Jason grinned, waving him inside. "Come on, I've got the controllers set up. Tonight, we're finally beating that boss." Ethan chuckled, stepping into the house he had practically grown up in. He and Jason had been inseparable since grade school, sharing endless sleepovers, late-night movies, and whispered secrets. The place smelled of fresh cookies, a comforting reminder of how welcome he always felt here. From the kitchen, a voice rang out. "Ethan, that you?" Jason's older cousin, Riley, leaned against the counter with a sly smile. A year older than both of them, Riley had a playful edge that always made Ethan a little uneasy. She wore her hair cropped short on one side, bold eyeliner framing her eyes. "Yep, it's me," Ethan replied awkwardly. Riley tilted her head, smirking. "Hope you boys don't plan to just hide upstairs all night. Could be fun to mix things up." Jason rolled his eyes. "Ignore her. She just likes messing with people." But Ethan's face flushed. Riley always had that effect, half teasing, half daring, like she knew something he didn't. The night unfolded with laughter and trash talk as the two friends battled through their favorite game. Hours blurred by until Jason's mom knocked on the door, her expression serious. "Jason, Ethan, there's been an emergency. Your uncle's been taken to the hospital. Nothing life-threatening, but your dad and I need to go. Jason, you're coming with me. Ethan, would you mind staying here with Riley? We won't be long." Ethan started to protest, but Jason's mom shook her head firmly. "Please. Someone has to sign for an important delivery tonight. Riley can't do it alone." Jason threw on his jacket. "You'll be fine, man. Riley doesn't bite much." He laughed and disappeared with his mom, leaving Ethan standing awkwardly in the suddenly quiet living room. Riley strolled in, twirling a pen between her fingers. "Well, looks like it's just you and me." Ethan sat stiffly on the edge of the sofa. "Guess so." Riley plopped down beside him, far too close for comfort, her grin mischievous. "So, Ethan, ever try something totally different? Something that flips your whole perspective?" He frowned. "Like what?" She leaned in, her voice playful but strangely serious. "How about a little transformation challenge? I've got some new clothes, some makeup I've been testing for my drama club. Bet you'd look amazing." Ethan blinked. "What?" "No way. That's not me." Riley arched an eyebrow. "Why not?" "Afraid you might actually pull it off." The words hit harder than expected. Ethan's heart raced. Part of him wanted to laugh it off and retreat upstairs, but another part, a quieter, curious part, whispered that maybe it wouldn't hurt to try. He swallowed. "Fine. But only if you promise this stays between us. No photos. No telling Jason." Riley's smile widened, victorious. "Deal. Cross my heart. Come on, let's see what we can do." She tugged him toward the hallway, and with each step, Ethan's nerves tangled with a strange anticipation. He had no idea what awaited him, but something told him his weekend was about to take a turn he'd never forget. Riley's bedroom looked more like a backstage theater than a typical teen's room. A vanity table cluttered with brushes, palettes, and lipsticks sat beneath a glowing ring light. Costumes hung on a rack in the corner, sequin dresses, long skirts, and jackets from past school plays. Ethan froze at the doorway. "You're serious about this?" Riley smirked, already digging through a drawer. "Dead serious. You're my new project, Ethan. Don't worry, I know what I'm doing. You'll thank me when you see yourself." Before he could object, she guided him into the chair. His reflection in the mirror looked nervous, eyes darting anywhere but forward. Riley clicked her tongue. "Step 1, lose that peach fuzz. Hold still." Ethan felt his pulse quicken as warm shaving cream spread across his jaw. The gentle scrape of the razor made his skin tingle. When Riley wiped away the foam, the smoothness startled him. He almost didn't recognize his own face. "See? Already softer," Riley said, pleased. "Now for the fun part." She lined his eyes with a steady hand, turning his lashes into dark, dramatic fans. Then came blush to his cheeks, a subtle shimmer across his skin, and a sweep of rosy lipstick that made his lips look fuller. "Open your eyes," Riley instructed, spinning his chair toward the mirror. Ethan gasped. The boy staring back looked altered. Softer. His eyes seemed bigger, his cheekbones more defined. His lips glistened, undeniably feminine. "That's me?" His voice cracked. Riley grinned. "That's you. And we're only halfway there." From the wardrobe, she pulled out a pale blue blouse with delicate ruffles and a plaid skirt. "Here. Try this." Ethan's hands shook as he changed in the corner. The fabric felt strange against his skin, especially the skirt brushing his legs. When he stepped back out, Riley's jaw dropped. "Unbelievable. You look adorable." She grabbed a chestnut-brown wig from her dresser and settled it on his head. The soft strands framed his face perfectly. Ethan turned back to the mirror and froze. The person looking back wasn't Ethan anymore. The image was almost that of a girl, a shy, pretty one at that. Just as Riley reached for a pair of flats to complete the look, the sound of a car door slammed outside. Ethan's stomach flipped. "They're back already?" Riley's grin widened with wicked delight. "Oh, this is going to be fun." "No way." Ethan panicked. "I can't let Jason see me like this." But it was too late. The front door creaked open, voices filled the hall, and footsteps drew closer. Riley whispered, "Relax. You'll see." She tugged him gently toward the living room, the skirt swishing with every reluctant step. Jason's family entered, looking tired but relieved. Jason started to speak, then stopped dead in his tracks. His jaw dropped. "Ethan. Or should I say, someone else?" Ethan's face burned crimson as Riley chimed in, laughing softly. "Meet Elise." The room went silent. And in that pause, Ethan felt a strange mix of dread and exhilaration, like he was standing on the edge of something that could change everything. The silence in the room stretched, thick and unrelenting. Ethan wanted to disappear into the carpet. His knees trembled beneath the skirt, and he clutched the hem with white knuckles. Jason blinked, then burst out, "No way. Dude, that's you." Ethan stammered, It's just a joke. Riley made me." Jason's mom tilted her head, her lips curling into a soft smile. "Well, I think Riley did a beautiful job. Don't you?" Jason's dad chuckled, crossing his arms. "If I hadn't walked in, I'd have thought you were one of Riley's friends." Ethan's ears burned hotter. He'd expected ridicule, maybe even anger. Instead, the casual acceptance stunned him. Riley nudged him. "Told you. Elise fits, doesn't it?" "Elise?" Ethan repeated, startled. "Yeah." Riley grinned wickedly. "Your pretty alter ego. Has a nice ring to it." Jason let out a low whistle, still shaking his head. "Man, you actually look good. Way too good. Not fair." "Jason," his mom scolded lightly, but Ethan caught the flicker of amusement in her eyes. To break the tension, Riley plopped onto the couch and grabbed her phone. "All right, family, Elise deserves a debut celebration. Pizza on me." Jason's dad laughed. "Fine by me. But don't think you're skipping on salad this time." Ethan stood frozen, his mind spinning as everyone else moved on like this was normal. Normal. That word pounded in his head. Was this normal? To wear a skirt and wig and have people nod like it suited him? Jason's mom glanced at him kindly. "Sweetheart, you don't have to look so terrified. It's just clothes, just a little fun. But I have to say, you wear it very well." Ethan swallowed hard, his throat tight. "Thanks," he whispered, though part of him wasn't sure if he meant it. Hours later, after pizza and laughter softened the evening, Ethan slipped into the guest room Riley had set up for him. He closed the door, leaned against it, and exhaled. In the mirror above the dresser, Elise still stared back at him. He traced the line of his eyeliner, touched the soft waves of the wig, pressed his lips together to feel the lipstick. The reflection didn't look like a stranger anymore. It looked like a possibility. A whisper of a thought stirred. What if this wasn't just Riley's game? What if this was a part of me I've been too scared to admit existed? From the hallway, Riley's voice drifted in, teasing but gentle. "Sleep tight, Elise. Tomorrow we'll really have fun." Ethan's chest tightened. Tomorrow. Another chance to step deeper into this new world. He should have been terrified. Instead, he smiled faintly at the mirror. The morning sun filtered through the curtains, casting a soft glow across the room. Ethan stirred awake, his mind immediately flashing back to the night before. The skirt, the makeup, the wig. Elise. He sat up, rubbing his eyes. For a moment, he half expected the reflection across the room to look ordinary again. But even without the wig or makeup, something had shifted. He still felt different, as if the name Elise lingered in the air around him. A knock on the door snapped him out of thought. Riley barged in without waiting. "Rise and shine, princess," she said, holding a bundle of clothes draped over her arm. Ethan groaned. "Do we have to do this again already?" "Yes," Riley replied firmly, tossing the clothes onto the bed. "Last night was just practice. Today, we test the waters." Ethan frowned. "Test the waters how?" Her smirk widened. "We're taking Elise outside." Ethan's stomach dropped. "You're joking." "Do I look like I'm joking?" Riley crossed her arms. "A mall a few towns over. No one will know you. Just me and you. A casual girls' day. Easy." "No way." Ethan's voice cracked. "People will know. They'll stare. I'll get caught." Riley knelt in front of him, her tone softening. "Ethan, last night you passed without trying. My parents, Jason, they didn't question it for a second. You looked natural. And you know it." He looked away, biting his lip. The memory of Jason's stunned face flickered in his mind, followed by his mom's warm smile and his dad's casual nod. They had accepted him, more easily than he'd accepted himself. Riley touched his hand. "You can always back out if it feels wrong. But what if it doesn't? What if it feels right?" Against every instinct screaming no, Ethan found himself nodding faintly. "Fine. But just this once. And we leave if anyone figures it out." Riley's eyes sparkled triumphantly. "Deal. Now let's make you stunning." She worked quickly, transforming him with practiced hands. A soft brown wig framed his face, styled into loose waves. Makeup smoothed away the last hints of boyishness, leaving a fresh, feminine glow.